what are some of the applications of AI that you're excited about, and anything that you think would be applicable to India especially?
I'm very interested in medicine. My son has a startup trying to build a AI primary care physician. I want primary care physician available to every resident of the world, every Indian, every African, for near free costs. That only happens if you can approve an app as a primary care physician that's equivalent to a primary care physician in performance. Even human physicians make errors, and it should be 24/7. So if you wake up with a problem at 3 a.m., you shouldn't have to rush to an emergency center. You should really just be able to consult a physician. A live course done that with cardiology. With a simple device that fits in your wallet, you can get ECGs at home and diagnosis at home without invoking a physician. That's a pretty great example of AI. So, all of AI, we are doing a lot in medicine, but nothing more valuable than, say, having a primary care physician available 24/7 for free for every person on the planet. I also think AI can do an AI tutor for every kid on the planet. I wrote about both these things 10 years ago, before AI was what it is. And, my wife has a nonprofit, ck12.org. It's a nonprofit open source where we are trying to build now an AI tutor so every kid can have personal tutoring. If you look at rural India, 40% of the teachers don't show up for school any given day because they have a second job. Maybe they have to harvest. Those numbers are true of rural India. Well, those kids don't get a fair education, and so that should be a nonprofit free service. AI has lots of applications. On the content side, amazing applications. If you Google AI imagining Lord of the Rings, there's a Medium blog post. This person imagined what GPT-3 would draw if it read the book Lord of the Rings and didn't have any visuals. The drawings they did of the characters are almost like the movie characters. It's stunning how similar they are. It blew my mind.
Wow,
Uh,
this is amazing. I'm just looking through this. This is like giving me goosebumps. This is pretty incredible.
so, all the creativity of the best Hollywood producers can sit in the AI. We have a small application on Roblox called Splash. It's AI composing music, composing the instruments, playing the instruments, singing the songs. AI does end to end music generation. It is mind blowing, and it's caught on. It's the biggest music game on Roblox, and strictly an AI play. Makes every 13-year-old girl feel like they're a great musician playing music. My point is, this content is being created by AI, whether it's a picture, we've seen movies, videos being created by an AI for marketing purposes. So I saw a real estate agent able to send out 2,000 videos, which I could never afford to produce, on one house being sold because the AI generated all the videos, and the real estate agents just entered 1 or 2 line prompts about the message they want to customize to a user. You were looking for X, or maybe even just give a list. Uh, Tanmay, you were looking for a house. Here's one that fits your requirement. This is mind blowing stuff. So AI will go a long ways. AI can machine tools, it can draw architectural drawings. All of that is happening now. It's such a rich, vibrant space that I'm very, very excited. And if you can generate this much content, then maybe you can create network effects with the crypto world and be in a whole different sort of ecosystem. These technologies compound each.
AI being better than human doctors do you believe that's an inevitability?
Absolutely. I wrote about this 10 years ago in 2012 in TechCrunch. I wrote a blog called Do We Need Doctors, I think, right? Uh, it was soundly criticized, and of course, huge amounts of criticism and public deriding it. Last year, the Journal of the American Medical Association said in reading an image, MRI, X ray, CT scan, they will no longer accept any publications that say an AI is superior to human beings because it's a well established fact. They stopped even accepting articles. Now, that's in image based stuff, but that'll happen in other areas also.
So you had the last laugh, sir.
I did.